Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shanice and welcome back to Simply Uniqua. So today, this week's nail tutorial was inspired by a couple of things. So yesterday I was watching Fast and Furious 7, where that one was the last movie of Paul Walker, and at the end they did a tribute of Paul Walker, and at the end where that song plays called See You Again by Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth, after my sister passed away, that specific song was always on the radio, always came on the radio. So I felt compelled and I felt I wanted to make this nail tutorial contribute to Paul Walker and my sister, and to anyone who also has passed away. I felt compelled to do a cross nail tutorial. I felt like I needed to do it. I feel like I should do it. So that's what I did today. A cross nail design, as you've seen in the thumbnail. So if you want to continue watching and see how I specifically did it, I hope you do since you clicked on this video. Sit back, relax, and continue watching. But before you go ahead and watch, go down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, I really hope you like this one. So let's get started with this video. The first thing that I did to start off this nail tutorial is apply this homemade pinkish nail tone to my fake nails, so they have that pink tone to it, because I'm gonna do you're gonna see some of the nail part. I don't want it to have the look of the nail, but I wanted to have that look of it's my real nail. So I applied that homemade pinkish tone to my nail and applied 2 coats of that to every nail. The next thing I did was on the index finger, middle finger, and pinky, I applied this wonderful glitter by LA Colors Color Craze, and it's called Cocktail, and I applied the 2 good coats on to those 3 nails. Next, on the wedding finger and thumb, I want to start off with a black and do an outline of the cross that I'm going to do. So the black that I used was from LA Colors Color Craze, and it's called Circuits, and I drew in with a liner brush just the outline of the cross right in the middle of each nail. Once I was done with the outline on the index finger, middle finger, and pinky, I'm going to do this nice cool purple blue marble situation. And so I want to apply just a 1 black line, so I know the barrier, I applied that black line 3/4 away down, something like that, from the tip. And the black line for now is just going to be a barrier where I don't want anything to go past that line. But right now, just draw 1 little side line on those 3 nails while you have the black out. What I did next is apply a white from on the index finger, middle finger, and pinky, from that black line down to the tip of the nail, so it's all white out. I used LA Colors Color Craze Energy Source for that, and I applied 2 coats for that, so it's nice and opaque. Now I went ahead and used that black that I used earlier, the LA Colors Color Craze Circuits, and filled in around the cross. So the cross, the inside portion of the cross is clear, and then around it it's all black. Okay, now it's the fun part. So I have some black caviar beads, and I use also these pearl off-white nail drill beads. I'm going to use that for in the middle of the cross. So first I used the pearl nail beads and I applied the pearl nail beads on the corners of the cross. So on the top and the bottom of the cross and on both sides of the cross. And now I use a black caviar beads, and I really just want you to see how I do it because it's kind of like hard to explain. But I did this like little design around each of the beads, of the pearl beads, and then in the middle of the cross to make it look like something and cool. But yeah, I want you it's easier for you guys to watch than me trying to explain each little position of where the caviar beads will be, but it's going to be all inside around the pearl beads and all that stuff. Just enjoy watching. So from there, I should be done with the two crossed fingers, which is the wedding finger and thumb. So next, we're gonna have some more fun, some more fancy fun. So on the index finger, middle finger, and pinky, I'm gonna do like a marble design and have that kind of Sharpie effect. I'm gonna do that Sharpie effect. So, but before I want to have, instead of having just a white base at the bottom, I want to have the blue and purple base too, and I thought the light purple and blue base will kind of poke through. So I went ahead and got a makeup sponge wedge. The two colors that I took are a light blue from Sally Hansen's Insta-DRI collection, and it's called Set Sail, and then the purple that I used was the SINFULCOLORS Professional called Tempest. So on the makeup sponge wedge, I applied the colors in blocks and squares. So I applied the blue in the opposite sides and then the purple on the opposite angles, like diagonal of the two colors, to make a cute little box. And then once I put that on the makeup sponge wedge, I just dabbed that on in that white area on the index finger, middle finger, and pinky. So yeah, and at this point it's okay to go over the black, like accidentally get the color on the black, because I'm going to go back over it later. So just dab those colors on to make it really opaque, and I did about 2 or 3 dab sessions, as I call it, on those 3 fingers to give it nice and opaque. Once we did all the dab sessions and it's kind of dry, and I want to do like the Sharpie effect, so I want to really make sure the top of it is completely dry. So I went ahead and used my top coat at this point, and my favorite top coat, the quick drying top coat, which is the Pro Effects Quick Dry High Gloss top coat, and I applied that on index finger, middle finger, and pinky on the whole nail at this point to make sure it's all, you know, dry fast. Once I waited for a little bit to and make sure it's dry, I then went ahead and used these 2 Sharpie markers, and they're purple and blue. I did each nail separately, so I started with the index finger and then went on towards the end with the pinky finger. So first, you know, you just scratch in the blue Sharpie right on top of the blue sections, and then the purple Sharpie marker right on top of the purple sections, and then you want to make sure to have like a fat, small little nail brush, and to have some nail polish remover on the side. So I usually have the nail polish remover and pour some into the cap, nice little small cool area, and dabbed that small fat nail brush into that to get it nice and saturated, and then dabbed the finger where I put the Sharpie marker on and dabbed it around there, and it kind of like marble-fies and gives this cool look to the nail, and it just does something to the Sharpie marker. That's what I did for the index finger, middle finger, and pinky, and I thought it came out really, really cool. So next, as I said before, as you see, the black line, it has disappeared. So we're going to reappear that black line. So we're going to take that black that we have been using, which is the Elie Colors Color CRAZE Circuits, and I am going to, with a liner brush, make that black line again on the index finger, middle finger, and pinky. Okay, so we made it to the end of this nail tutorial, and I am going to make a matte. I told you in last week's video, if you missed that, it will be right here in the eye, hopefully right now if I remember to, or definitely in the description box and at the end of the video, hopefully. And I said I was going to do an all matte. I promised you to do an all matte nail tutorial this week, and you got your wish, and I didn't disappoint. So now at this step, it's time for the matte top coat. So I used Elie Colors Nail Treatment Matte Top Coat, and I applied that on the full nail, on both the cross nails, which is the wedding finger and thumb, on the index finger, middle finger, and the pinky. I only applied the matte top coat from the black line down towards the tip. Since we already did like the glossy top coat earlier, and we have that glitter at the bottom, you don't want to put no matte at the bottom or the glitter's not gonna shine. And this is how my blue, purple, stone marble nails with a cross nails turned out. I really hoped you loved them. So you guys, how did you like this cross marble inspired nail tutorial that I did for you guys this week? I really love this nail tutorial. I loved how I was inspired by the Fast and Furious and Paul Walker and then my sister, and I really love doing this, and all of this and all of that is so endearing to my heart, and I just needed to do this, like I said. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked this, and if you did, go down below and give me a like, and while you're down there, hit that subscribe button and hit that great notification bell so you'll be notified first to any of the videos that I do in the week. And don't forget the new series, Fashion Show Wednesdays, which is tomorrow, so don't miss that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you back next week with another nail tutorial. Bye.